Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mabel and I am so excited to be here today. This is Zoya's Affairs, where I like to share all things cooking, reality, lifestyle, and I vlog from Osogbo City, State of the Living Spring, Nigeria. If you are visiting my channel for the very first time or you've been here watching all my videos, a very warm welcome to you. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for always watching. For you to be part of the family, make sure you click on that subscribe button and also hit the notification bells. Click on the icon that says all notifications. This is going to enable you to be among the very first to get notified each time I upload a new video. Today in my kitchen, I will be sharing with you how to make this amazing and delicious Nigerian fried rice. If you want to see how I made this, keep watching and don't forget to click on that like button. Also share this video with your friends and family. Thank you. So to begin, I will show you the list of ingredients I have here to make the chicken. Over here I have the chicken, of course, which has already been nicely washed and cut into my desired shapes and sizes. And at this place I have some ginger, which I've already sliced up, and I have some tiny cloves of garlic, a lot of garlic in there. And right here I have the green bell pepper. I'm actually adding this. It's totally optional, you can skip it if you want, but I just wanted it to add a little more flavors to it. Then right here I have some dried thyme, I have some dried rosemary, and of course I have the dried anise. And these are the herbs which I'm going to be blending up with everything to make the chicken. Over here I have the onions. I have 3 different kinds of onions. I have the red onions. This is popularly known to be red onions, but it looks purple to me. And this one is white onions, and this is yellow onions, but it's kind of brownish in color, but they call it yellow onions. And they actually have different flavors and different aromas and different sweetness. I'm going to be adding all into my meal today. Then this side I have the spices which I'm going to be using. I have some curry powder, I have some paprika powder, I have salt, I have some white pepper powder, and this is all-purpose seasoning, and of course I have the chicken stock powder right here. So this is what I'll be using to cook the chicken. Right now I'm going to cut the onions before slicing everything up. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to add everything into the blender. First I add the onions. Next I'm going to add the bell peppers in there. I'm also going to add the ginger and the garlic, of course. Right now I'm going to add the anise, the rosemary, and the thyme. Everything is going right inside this blender. Add water to that, enough water to blend, and cover this up and bring it to a blend. Once this is done, I'm going to set this aside and continue with the rest of the food. So I'm going to add the chicken into the pot, the blended marinade. The flavor from this thing is so good. I'm going to be keeping some of this because I will use that to boil the liver. So I'll keep this. And in there I'm going to add all the spices. Then I'll mix everything together. Mix this thoroughly, then I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook on its own for the first 10 minutes. So right now I'm going to add the liver. This is beef liver. Oh, the pot is hot. And I'm going to add the remaining marinade into that. Everything into the liver. And I'm also going to add the same seasoning which I added to the chicken, the curry powder, paprika powder, salt, all-purpose seasoning, white pepper. Add everything into it. Then I'll add 1 chicken seasoning into the liver. Sprinkle that in, mix everything together. Cover the pot and allow everything to start cooking. The chicken is cooking right here, then the liver is here, so everything is cooking. Right now it's for me to check the chicken. It's been, yeah, this is good. This is good, and the chicken is cooked. It is well cooked. It has so much oil. I'm just going to take out the chicken from the stock while I'm going to set the stock aside. I'm going to make that for the fried rice. Now that the chicken is out, I'm going to set the stock aside and it's time for me to fry the chicken. So right now, I'm just going to leave the chicken in the oil to fry. I don't want to overcrowd the pan so that the chicken can have enough space, for it to fry properly. Right now, I'm going to stir. Wow, this fries so fast. That is because of the wok I'm using. This wok is for stir fries. It cooks faster, it fries faster. So whenever you want to, make something real fast, I did suggest you use a wok. It's fast, and this is so good right now. I'm just going to flip it over to make sure it's frying on both sides. So the chicken are done. They are nice and golden brown. So I'm just going to take them out of the oil. Wow, this is so beautiful. It's so good and it smells amazing, you guys. This is so good. I know you are tempted to pick one, but hey, reject temptations, you guys. Okay, reject temptations and go make yours. This is the liver which I cooked the other time and I've cut it into smaller pieces. I'm just going to pour them inside the oil now and fry this liver as well. So now that the chicken has been fried, it's time for me to start with the rice. Today I will be using Golden Terra soya oil for this recipe, and it's kind of trusted cooking partner. It's so amazing and so delicious if you are able to use soya oil. So that is what I will be using today. To that I'm going to drizzle in some of the soya oil into the pot. Yeah, this should do. Once the oil is hot enough, I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients before adding the rice. Now I'm going to add some of the chopped onions, and I'm going to fry this for a bit. Here I have the white pepper, thyme and curry powder. And I'm going to stir in on that. You don't want to leave it so it does not burn. Also, I'm going to add salt to taste, chicken stock powder. For more herbs, I'm adding some bay leaves. Bay leaves actually have its own distinct flavor and aroma, and it's so good if you can add it to your rice. So now that this has been frying, this has actually been frying for 2 minutes. It's time for me to add the washed rice and fry everything together till it is completely fried. Also, you can see that the rice has started to turn golden brown. Once you notice that the rice is sticking to the bottom of the pot, that is when you know that the rice is fried. Yeah. This smells so good. It smells so amazing, guys. And this process, it also makes your rice not to stick together. Once the rice is cooked, it's going to be, in a singular form. We want this rice to be on a single grain. You don't want it to be mushy. We are not making mushy rice. Now that the rice has been fried, it's time for me to add the liquid, and I'm using the chicken stock which I reserved earlier. So I'm going to add that into the rice. You start to combine, make sure everything is well coated into the stock. Adding a little bit of water to loosen it. Stir everything together. And I'm also going to taste. This is good. Once I cover this and allow it to start cooking, I'm going to show you the rest of the ingredients which I'm going to use to make this fried rice. I've added everything cut into different shapes and sizes. Starting from this very point, I have the liver, which has been fried and cut into different shapes. I have the sweet corn, green beans, the sweet peas, spring onion, white onions, the red onion or the purple onion as I call it, the carrots, red kidney beans, Scotch bonnet pepper. This is totally optional. You don't have to put it if you don't want. The green bell peppers, the yellow bell peppers, the red bell peppers, some all-purpose seasoning, thyme. I love thyme a lot. Some salt, grated garlic, and I also have some grated ginger here as well. Once everything is set now, it's time for us to dive into the frying, because we are actually frying all this thing into our rice. So this has been cooking for some minutes, let me say 7 to 10 minutes. Just going to remove the bay leaves because that has already finished its job. And I'm going to flip the rice together. It should be 80% cooked. You don't want it to, good. We are still going to stir fry the rice. This is good. So right now I'm going to cover it and allow the steam, the rice to be steaming in there. I'm going to add some of the oil into it, the soya oil, and I'm also going to add butter to that. And I will melt it. So once the oil is hot enough like this and everything has melted into it, first I'm going in with the carrots. And I'm going to be frying this for about a minute. I'm going to season it. You need to season your veggies. You don't want it to be pale, so you season that a bit with some salt. And I'm also going to add some of the all-purpose seasoning. Add some thyme to that and stir together. Once that is set, next I'll go in with the green beans. Add the onions. This is the part where you need to arrange all your veggies before stir frying your fried rice. Just look at that color, how vibrant and pretty it is. So next I'm going to be adding the sweet corn, the red kidney beans, the sweet peas. Now stir everything together. I need to fry this for like another 2 minutes. It's on high heat, so you don't want to leave it unattended, so you just need to continue stirring everything. Right now I'm going to add the fried liver into it. And it's time for me to add the bell peppers, the yellow bell pepper, the red bell pepper, and I'll just mix everything together. This is so good. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at how pretty it is. I'm just going to keep stirring in on this for about 2 minutes before I'll take it off the heat. This veggies is done now. It's so good and it smells so amazing. It smells so amazing. Right now I'm going to take it off the heat and it's time for me to combine everything together. I have a bigger pan now because this pan will not be enough for me to add the rice in. So I have a bigger pan and I'm going to add butter into that, while I'm also going to drizzle in some of my soya oil. I'm just going to melt this into the pan. Now that this has been melted, first I'm going to add in the onions. You cannot be too much with your onions, especially for someone who is in love with onions. Then I'm going to add the grated ginger. Next, I'll add the grated garlic in the Scotch bonnet for the heat. Like I said earlier, you can actually skip it if you do not like your fried rice to have peppers, which is totally good. But for me, I love it to have a little bit of spiciness. It actually makes the meal to be complete. My meal is not complete if it does not have pepper in it. So don't forget to season. I'll add a little bit of salt, then a little bit of the all-purpose seasoning instead of in. Once everything is in there, it's time for me to add the rice. So as I add the rice to the pan, I stir everything together. So the ginger, the garlic, the onions, the pepper, everything is just going to mix into the rice. It's time for me to add the veggies into the rice. So I'm just going to add everything and then combine together. Oh my god, this is so good. It has a lot of vegetables, the carrots, the green beans, the sweet corn, the onions, oh my goodness, the red kidney beans, the liver, everything is just in there and it's so good. And guys, if you are still watching this video up to this very moment, click on that like button. It really encourages me and it really makes me happy. Also, don't forget to share this video to your friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click on that subscribe button and also turn on the bell notification so as to get notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you. Like a senior colleague of mine would say, she would say, food done. And indeed, food done. Yeah. So what do you guys think about my rice? Bring your plates, everyone, so I can serve you. This is a whole lot of rice in here and you don't expect me to finish up all this rice. Bring your plates now and let me just serve you. You're home. Turn off the gas and boom! All that is left now is to serve and enjoy.